pay close attention, bro. 'Cause this pisses me the fuck off. For the majority of our lives, we've been brain dead. Fucking brain dead. We cannot focus. We can't sit down to do work. We're in class. The teacher's writing some random shit on the board. We cannot, conceptualize it. It does not register in our minds. We're so brain dead. It's like we're, physically autistic. We're retarded. We can't, oh my god, bro. We've been addicts our entire lives without even knowing it. You remember those times, probably like me, where we were sitting in class after lunch, bro, and you feel like just a stoned crackhead sitting in English class, watching the teacher write some random yapping around, analyzing some random poem or something, and your head's in the clouds. Why? What is the point? Why would we purposefully, there must be something wrong with society or something, seeing as this is common with so many guys, but why would we purposefully be here just retarded in class? Hi, my name is Mr. Catchy, and I'm on a mission to help you unlock your full potential and get to where you truly want to be in life. As you may have guessed, this video is about how everyone seems to be so retarded and lazy nowadays. I don't know about you, but it confuses me how people can live life without even being conscious, without being in reality. I'm going to tell you in this video the two main reasons that I think are causing this and how we can together defeat them or at least overcome them ourselves. By the way, I'm proud of you for having a brain that works well enough to reach this far, bro. I will be absolutely amazed if you truly reach the end. There's gonna be 2 points in this video, which is one is attention span and the second one is brain fog. Let's get straight into attention span. So what are the causes of having a low attention span in the modern day? Let's take a moment, let's take a gander here. I wonder why. You can probably guess why, can't you? Reading books. Hell no. You spend way too much time on that phone, bro. Your parents were onto something when they tell you to get off your phone, get off your computer, get off the console, get off screens. The dumbest part is we know this. Everyone knows how addicting phones are. They're designed to be addicting, so you buy more. Social media scrolling. The whole point of TikTok. TikTok is literally the most worthless app you could ever install. You get nothing from it. You just spend hours wasted. You spend a third of your life just like a literal addicted crackhead. You have to be constantly injecting yourself with another hit, bro. So no more social media scrolling. Do yourself a big favor. If you have TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, delete them right now. I'm serious. Pause this video. Get out your phone. Go find them, the apps, wherever you have them. Hold down, click uninstall, click delete, whatever. Number 2, movies. If you're anything like me, you never really watch too many movies, but you still watch. I still used to watch them with my parents relatively often, and I stopped doing that now. It's kind of sad that I don't get to spend that time with my family, but in the long term, it is worth it for my personal benefit, my personal gain, health and mental clarity, to not sit there for hours and just watch this story which stimulates your brain. Number 3, video games. It's kind of in the same category as movies. It's just stimulating your brain. You're watching a bunch of little things move on the screen, pixels and bright lights, which are stimulating, the nucleus accumbens, which is a part of your brain, which is sends dopamine. And just overall, any hedonistic dopamine-inducing activities are going to wreck your brain. Things like eating sweets, binge watching Netflix shows. What else? Doing actual drugs, smoking, drinking, all those things will absolutely slam your attention span. Make sure you will never be able to focus on anything ever again. Now, number 2, brain fog. This part is where I'm really annoyed. So what are the reasons of brain fog? And by brain fog, I mean when you're sitting trying to do your homework and you're writing stuff and then you stop and then you realize it's been 10 minutes and you haven't written anything because you've just been thinking, overthinking. Your mind's been wandering randomly around, thinking about random BS which does not matter. Or when you're reading a book, you just like, you open the book, you know, open up the page, like random page, and then you're reading it, and then you reach the end of that paragraph and like, what the fuck did I just read? You forget it completely. You probably throw the book aside and you start scrolling at that point, which is making it worse. So why'd you have brain fog? Why can you physically not use your neurons, the literal millions of electrochemical connections in this beautiful brain, to think? You can't think, which is like the main point of having a brain. Terrible diet. Your diet is what is mainly and probably causing your brain fog. Now, what do I mean by this? Diet's high in sugar and processed foods, bro. I haven't eaten a sweet in ages. My parents, like, they still tell me, like, oh, you should eat a slice of the cake. It'll be good for you. Bro, it hurts me, like, physically, that my own family is so, like, clueless about this issue. And this is an issue which I have as well. This is besides the point, but it's so hard to help people who don't want to be helped. Like, so many times I try and give them advice, I try and help them, like, this, do this, it's healthier, eat this, it's healthier. And then, like, they argue with me, or they just say okay and they don't do it. Which is, it's heartbreaking to, like, want to actually help people, and then you can't. Which is why I started this channel, because if you're clicking on this video, you genuinely want my help, right? You're asking me to talk to you about this. So you're going to accept it, hopefully you actually take action. But if you just show this video to your random friends who's like eating chips and tackies and like random BS, he's not gonna watch. He's like, oh, okay, bro. So, high sugar. Why? Because of insulin. If you have any diabetic family members, then you probably know what insulin is, but I'll just give a quick recap. Insulin is a hormone secreted by the pancreas, which is an organ like down here. And then it's secreted when your body has a lot of glucose in your bloodstream, which you get from eating sugar and other carbohydrates. By high sugar, I just mean high carb diet. It doesn't have to be specifically sugar, but sugar is like poison. We'll get to that later. So then when you have high insulin, that lowers your blood sugar, and then you have a carb crash, which is what causes brain fog, because now your actual blood glucose level, they got like, imagine it's like a stream. You have your fasted glucose levels, so like when you wake up, you have like, this is like a normal stream, just water, just moving, it's still, it's placid, it's just it's a stream. And then suddenly, you dump like a waterfall crashes into it. That's like eating a cookie, or eating a bowl of pasta or rice or something. It's moving all around, and it splashes over everything. There's so much water, it's like fills up the dam. But then your body, like, yeah, imagine this is in a dam. That's actually a better analogy. Yeah, it's in a dam. There's water in it. It's rainfall, like flooding, waterfalls, like 5 new rivers. Fill it up until it's basically at the brim. So the dam operators are forced to like click a button or like pull a lever or whatever, and it goes, opens the floodgates, and it goes, like everything goes rushing through. That's your body storing it as glucagon or glycerin, which is basically just fat or like temporarily like glucose like amalgamations in your bloodstream, which aren't as like reactive as glucose, and so it goes through the gate. But the issue is your body is not like a highly tuned machine, right? The only way you know your glucose levels is by measuring it at a certain point. So the insulin's gonna keep firing until this message can get back to the pancreas and say that, oh, you can stop now. So then you're gonna end up with actually lower blood sugar levels, and that's a carb crash. It's like now the dam is super low. It's lower than it started at. It's gonna take a while for it to come back up. That's the carb crash. So eating sugar will cause your brain fog for that reason. And another reason is like the inflammation, but once again, we'll get to that later. Now, processed foods. You're not an idiot, right? You're clearly intelligent if you're watching these kind of videos. So, do I even need to tell you why processed foods are bad for you? A bunch of like random BS chemicals, soybeans, estrogenic seed oils, random disgusting like inverted fructose glucose syrup, maltodextrin, glutamate, random like sodium benzoyl phenolphthaleate or some like random chemicals present in like just the average fast food like ice cream you buy from Ben and Jerry's or something. And now, I mentioned seed oils. Why are seed oils bad? And a lot of other like, foods that have seed oils in them, like basically every single processed food you find will have one seed oil or another. Anything that has that says like seed in it is a seed oil, obviously. But you know, they even try to trick you. Some of them are gonna say like vegetable oil or like vegetable fats, or it's gonna say like canola oil, which is anything that isn't olive oil, butter, or just like normal like beef fat. That's bad for you. It's probably gonna be high in omega-6. Now, what is omega-6? You've probably heard of omega-3s, 6s, and maybe even omega-9, which is things that are present in normal food, and they're actually good for you. Like salmon, like fatty fish are high in them, avocados, and But the issue is when you have too much omega-6, and the ratio of your omega-6 to omega-3 gets so out of balance, which in today's modern diet, the omega-6 omega-3 ratio is 20-1, bro. That's pathetic. We're eating 20 times more omega-6 than omega-3, and that has been shown and has been proven to cause high inflammation, like cardiovascular diseases, high triglycerides, high cholesterol, whatever. The thing your dad suffers from, probably. And that's one of the factors which causes that is omega-6. So cut out the seed oils, cut out the processed foods, and something you can do, which I also do, is start taking omega-3 supplements, which has been proven to improve brain cognitive function, which is gonna balance out your omega-6 omega-3 ratio, and then you're just gonna be overall healthier in your body, which is gonna make you think clearer and better. And omega-3 is also like required for your brain to work or something. Make sure to get DHA, not EPA. EPA is fine, but DHA is just more potent. Now, the final point of this like brain fog is inflammation. Now, I've mentioned this before. So high insulin causes inflammation, high blood sugar causes inflammation, eating things with fructose in them. Yes, I know, like the fructose, your mom's been like probably told you like, oh no, you can eat fruits because the sugar is healthy. Fructose is just the fruit sugar, it's fine for you. No. There is not a single reaction in the human body that utilizes fructose. Fructose is completely irrelevant. It's going to go into your liver and get turned into triglycerides, into liver fat. It's going to cause inflammation and cancer eventually. So no sugar. Just cut these things out as best as you can. I know it's hard, but after a while you'll be used to it. My like advice for you is just cut them out one at a time slowly. Like cut out one a week, and then like eventually. I'm sure I've eaten seed oils since I stopped. At some point, I probably ate like a piece of my friend's like protein bar or some, and then that probably had seed oils in it. But seeing as I'm taking the omega-3, it did not affect me that much. And taking omega-3 will actually like clear out some omega-6. So keep that in mind. But so take omega-3 supplementation. Reduce your carb and sugar intake, especially sugar, but also carbs. At this point, I don't really eat grains anymore. My mom and my dad are still don't believe me no matter how much science I show them. They have this like belief that because when they were a kid, they were told like, oh, you have to eat a lot of sugars because in the 1970s they pushed that, like the sugar companies pushed that propaganda, and so they still believe that if I don't eat sugar, I'm going to like just die or something, and I shouldn't eat fats. I shouldn't eat fats, even though that's what we've been eating, and every like mammal has been eating for millennia, and we're all perfectly fine. Think about it this way. Have you ever heard of like deers, random bears, or just animals getting cancer? I don't think so. My dog, my domesticated animal, had cancer, like a tumor growing on her leg. Like dogs are carnivores, clearly, right? Look at the way their teeth are shaped. But you think that's what dog food is made of? It's not meat, bro. It's like random pellets of like soybean oil and carbs. Of course my dog got like a tumor growing on its leg. It's eating so far away from its original diet that of course it's gonna die sooner than it's supposed to and live like a less healthy life. So if you don't want to end up like my dog, bro, lower the sugar, lower the processed foods, take omega-3 supplements, do everything you can to reduce inflammation, like get a lot of minerals, like potassium and magnesium. Most people are deficient in these minerals. Especially if you have acne like me, it's getting much better now because I'm just making my diet better. Like, your acne is a reflection of your internal health. It doesn't come from outside, bro. It's gotten better when I stopped using a cleanser daily and a daily moisturizer. But I'll save that for a different video. So reduce inflammation as much as you can. By the way, nuts as well, especially peanuts and stuff like that, are high in omega-6s. Anything that says it's high in PUFA, which means polyunsaturated fatty acids, is bad. It's high in omega-6. So hopefully after watching this video, you actually will take action and you will see the difference, like probably like this instantly, a week or two after you cut out these things. Be like, whoa. It's like you unlock like a new sector of your brain and you can, well, no what, your grades will go up, bro. Like my grades have been going up and I haven't even been studying. You'll be working better. Your work rate will be so much more efficient. You'll be doing your homework. You'll be getting things in class better. And you'll just be a better person overall because your brain's going to be healthier and your body's going to be healthier. So take action and you will see the difference instantly. See you, bro.